Let's get published. In this lesson, we'll learn how to submit our app to the Google Play App Store. So the first thing you need to do is under your Como dashboard, go to the To Market tab. Make sure you have the Google Play tab selected. And here you have two options, Submit for me, or you can submit on your own.
Naturally, it's a lot more convenient to let Como do the submission process for you. So if you find this process too time-consuming, you may want to consider upgrading to a premium plan.
The first step in submitting your own app is creating your developer's account. So make sure you've done that already. The next step is upload to Marketplace. And in this case, we're going to download a file called a .apk file. So we'll click Download File. The next step is to go to your Google Play Developer Console and click Add a New Application. Next, you want to choose your default language, give your app a title, and the next step is to choose where you want to start in submitting your app. You can start by uploading your APK file or by preparing your store listing. In this case, we'll start with uploading our APK file. Now we'll search for the location in which we saved our APK file. Click Browse Files, and we'll find our APK. Now this will take a few minutes to upload. Once your APK is fully uploaded, you'll come to a screen that looks like this. Now before moving on with the process of placing your app on the market, you have a few different options. You can start with some beta testing or alpha testing. Let's say you want to beta test your app. You can manage a list of testers, so you can allow several people to test out your app before it goes live on the market. But you will need to upload that APK file to the beta testing area, and you do that by clicking the button here. So back under the Production tab, you'll see all of our current information on our app. You can get the supported devices, you can see the list there. You get version number, when it was uploaded, and its status, which in this case is draft in production. Next, you'll want to go to the store listing area, and this is where you're going to fill out all of the information that users will see in the App Store as they're looking to download your app. So you'll give it a title, a short description, and a longer description. And as you scroll down, you'll see the graphic assets area. And first you start with screenshots. So you want to take a screenshot of your app, exactly how it looks, and you can do that by either downloading an app that will allow you to take an image of the screen of your phone or tablet, or you can take screenshots of the emulator while testing your app in Como. Make sure you read through all the details to figure out exactly how big these images have to be and in what style. So here we can choose a JPEG or a 24-bit PNG, and then we have minimum length requirements for any side. And you're also going to take screenshots of phones, a 7-inch tablet, and a 10-inch tablet. So make sure you use the correct emulator or the correct device to get your images. Next, you want to add your app icon. So this application icon will be what users see in the App Store, and it'll be the icon that shows up on their phone after they download your app. So in this case, you want a 512 by 512 high resolution image for your app icon. You can add a feature graphic and a promo graphic, and as you're uploading your app, don't skip any of these. Go ahead and have all of these graphics created and upload them. If you don't, for example, add a promo graphic, if Google Play wanted to feature your app, they wouldn't be able to because they don't have the proper graphic size. So just make sure you use all of the graphic areas that they have. You can also add a promo video here, so you can enter a YouTube URL. Next, we have categorization. We can choose an app type, so it'll be an application. Choose a category, and you will simply have to pick the category that best fits your type of app. Next, we'll have a content rating. So high maturity would mean that it may not be appropriate for younger people. So for most apps, this is going to be low maturity. You can add a URL for your website. And in this case, if you have a page on your website devoted to your application, then use that URL here. We've got our email. We can put a phone number. And then you can link to a privacy policy. So if you have a privacy policy on your website, you can enter that URL here, or you can click this box to not submit a privacy policy. Once you're done, you'll click Save. Our application has been saved. Next, we'll move on to pricing and distribution. So you can choose to have a paid app or a free app. So we've got a paid app, and then you can choose the default price, and that's excluding tax. Then you can click this for auto price conversion. So if you're in the United States and somebody from the European Union wants to purchase your app, you can automatically have your price in US dollars converted to euros. And they'll pay in euros, and that will be converted for you before you're paid by Google Play. Next, you can choose countries in which you do and do not want to distribute. You can choose select all countries, or you can choose them one by one. Next, you can choose to be included in Google Play for Education. You can choose to opt out of any marketing that Google Play might do for your app. You have to click here to say, yes, this application meets content guidelines and US export laws. Once you're done, again, click Save. Next, you'll find in-app products, and the apps you'll be developing in Como do not have in-app products. That generally takes a development style in which the coding is done from scratch. And we didn't do that here, so we don't have any in-app products. Next, we have services and APIs. So if you ever do want to use Google Cloud Messaging, for example, or use Google Play game services within your app, you can do that all right here. Once you have all of your information filled out appropriately, there will be a button that shows up here that says Publish. Once you publish, your app will go to the Google Play submission process, and generally it takes between 6 to 24 hours for your app to show up in the App Store. I've seen them take 2 to 3 days. It just depends on how many apps are being submitted at that time. And if there's something wrong with your app, Google Play will notify you via email and allow you to make those changes and submit your app again for publishing.